How you doing? This is the review for algebra. Now, the first question on there is just, is this ratio congruent? Are these two ratios congruent? The way you check if two ratios are congruent is you cross multiply them. So 3 times 13 is 39, and 6 times 10 is 60. These are not equal, which means these two are not equal either. Then problems after this, they look like this. It's like t over 3 equals 17 over 9. And you're checking if that. Then you have to solve for t. So you cross multiply. This is going to be 9t equals 51. Divided by 9, divided by 9, t equals 4 5/9. Right, because that's going to make 40, 36. Nope, it should be 5. 5 6/9, which is 5 2/3. Right there. So 5 2/3 equals t. Alright, there we go. Now let's do another example. Let's do an example like let's do an example like 1 and 1.5 equals 0.4 over x minus 0.5. Okay, so you cross multiply this. So 1 times everything here. I should actually make this another number like 2. So 2 times everything here. So that'll make 2x minus 2 times 0.5 gives you 1. And that has to be equal to 1.5 times 0.4. So 1.5 times 0.4, that equals 20, that equals 60, that equals 0.6. 0.6. This is plus 1, cancel, plus 1. 2x equals 1.6. Divided by 2, x equals 0.8. And that's your answer. So cross multiplying solves both of these kinds of problems. Then the next type you're going to be getting is the pricing, the percent of change, or so percent of change. So let's say you have 68 and you have to go to 86. All right. Now this is the original and this is the new, and I wanted the percent of change. Okay, we're going to as far as rounding to the 100th if we have that situation. So the way the formula is n minus o divided by o equals percent over 100. So you subtract these two, new minus original, so 86 minus 68, okay, or minus 68, better like this, 7, 16, that's 8, that's 1, it's 18. So 18 divided by the original, which is 68, equals 100 over x, because you don't know that. Cross multiply, you get 1800 equals 68x. Divided by 68, divided by 68, x equals 1800 over 68. You could divide it, 1800 divided by 68, that's 0, that's 2, that's 136, that gives you 44,0. Then you're going to be, how many 68s go into here? That's going to be, 7's too much, so let's go 6. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 6 is 36, that's 40. That'll be 32, that's a 0. 6 times 8 is, okay, 5 is too much, let's go with 4. 4 times 8, that's 32. 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24 plus the 3, 27. This subtracts, it's 58, I think, let me see, 48. 48 with 0. And then let's put one more number in here. So 26. So let's round to the whole number here. And let's say it's going to be 26%. So 26%. Let's round into the nearest whole number. All right? And that's all you have to do. So after the setup, it's just another cross multiply problem. Same thing for the next one. What if I told you the original price was $10 and I wanted to go up by, and it has tax. So this is the original price and it has tax of 6%. Okay? So you don't know the new amount, but you know the original is 10, and the original is 10 equals, the percent is 6, and you know that this is 100. So 100 times both of these numbers is going to be 100n minus 1,000 equals 60, plus 1,000 plus 1,000, that's 1,060 equals 100n divided by 100 divided by 100, n equals 10.60. And that's it. Pretty simple. Then I have the other kind of questions are the solve for a specific variable. I'm just going to write one here. Let's do like 3c equals 5b minus 8d or something like that. So let's solve for the letter B. Okay, so the first thing we have to get rid of is the 8d. So we're going to add 8d, and it's going to be 3c plus 8d equals 5b. Then you divide by 5 and divide by 5, and you have your answer. B equals all this stuff. You could leave it like this as well. 3/5 c plus 8/5 d equals B. Both of these are acceptable. These look more complicated, but they actually are much easier because you're actually not doing any math. You're not going to make some silly math problem mistake over here. You're simply doing the opposite of what is happening to the variable that you're solving for. B is being multiplied by 5 and then being subtracted by 8d. So I do the opposite in the opposite order. So then instead of subtracting 8d, I add 8d, and then instead of multiplying by 5, I divide by 5. And then I'll give my answer. Now, another kind of problem that we're having is something like BC plus D equals BD minus 4C. All right? So now let's say I say solve for... Actually, there should be a different letter here. Let's call this DC. Yeah. So, what we're going to do here is solving for the letter C. Okay? Which means I have to move this over here. So now I'm left with BC plus 4C minus DC plus BD. Remember, when you grab something and move it to the other side of the equal sign, the sign changes. So now that I have the BC on this side and I have the 4C on this side, I should have left the DC on that side too. So BC plus 4C plus DC equals BD. So there's 3 C's, and I can't combine any of them. How do I get rid of it? I do the reverse distributive property. So instead of multiplying everything by C, I'm going to divide everything out by C. So now it looks like this. So now the only thing happening in the C is being multiplied by all this. So I divide by all this. And that'll cancel. I'm going to divide by all of this. And that's what we'll see equals. C will equal BD divided by B plus 4 plus D. And that's it. I think that's all you need for the test. Good luck, guys.